Hello, Ida.
Hi, Nicole.
And I do want to say hello to the Grateful Bitches because I haven't probably said hello in
Yes.
a while.
We
Me and Ida
haven't said
have
hello in a
have been
while.
a little chaotic.
We've been on a chaotic track, which I have been loving.
Yeah,
And then I've
I
also been
love
like,
it.
let's put some structure into the
Yeah.
chaos, maybe.
Maybe
Also,
un
just I
poquito.
kind of want to do a disclaimer for the Grateful Bitches and be like, we have already recorded for like 35 minutes, and then we were like, maybe we should say hi.
We should say hi. And Ida got rained on, so
And I got rained on.
it's chaos, but in the best
It
way.
is.
And speaking of that, Ida, you're not in your usual spot, are you?
I'm not. I'm not. I'm sitting on a balcony at my parents' house in Oslo, in Norway, actually. And I was
In
sitting in the garden in my little hammock, but then, yeah, it started to pour down because Norwegian summer. So it was sunny and now it's pouring down. So,
Every time you say Norwegian summer, I'm just like, does this need to be a movie or like a
I
documentary? Because it
think
has a
so.
ring to it.
Right? Norwegian summer.
Custom
It's like,
soundtrack. Like,
mm-hmm.
I just,
Definitely custom
I'm just
soundtrack.
saying.
You're giving me ideas now.
This is what I'm
Oh my
saying.
God.
Like, it's a little moody, but it's like girl moody. It's
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
vibrant.
You know what I'm seeing now? I'm just like, oh my God, like I need to just record sounds everywhere. So the track itself is called Norwegian Summer. Then within there you have like rainy evenings and you have like leaves blowing in the air and you have
I might be
people
genius.
chatting outside.
It's like Norwegian ASMR.
Ah, ASMR, that's the word. Yes, exactly. Oh my God, I'm gonna write this down. And I don't know if it's like us Norwegians like thinking that it is bigger than it is, but for us like Norwegian summer is a very particular thing. And I think it's just because like when you say summer, people just immediately think sun, beach, warm, and that's not
Yeah.
necessarily how Norwegian summer is. So I think we need to like specify. I think that's what we feel. We need to specify like
Yeah,
Norwegian summer because it's
this
not
is
the
different.
regular summer you're expecting. So just to like already like lower your
No.
expectations a little bit, you know,
This is
like
not like an American Cali summer, or like even a
no,
Floridian summer. It's
exactly, or
very
like
different.
Spanish summer
Yeah.
if you're in Europe, or you know.
Like, it's actually just a disclaimer. It's like
Exactly. It's more a disclaimer than like a trademark. You know what I mean?
I would love to do weather reporting.
Would be perfect.
I love my weather girls. I love Spanish weather girls.
Oh, that's
You ever see them
very
on the
particular.
Because they all look like they're going to the club. All of them.
Yeah, it's really funny because
I love
in
it.
Norway we have this weather and it's a man. He's like this older guy, like with I don't know, gray hair. He's like a little bit, you know, big, and it's just
Punchy.
he's just cute, you know. Yeah, and I every now and then I see this thing on Instagram where it goes where it's like, yeah, like weather reporters in, for example, Spain, Italy, da, da, and it's like you're saying all these like beautiful women, so well dressed, and then it's like weatherman in Norway, and then it's this guy just like. And it's a
Someone's
vibe.
grandpa.
It's a vibe. Yeah. And I just feel like it says so much about Norway and Norwegians, you know, and I love it. I love us for that. That it's just like they're showing the weather. Like they don't have to be models. They don't have to be dressed like they're going to a club. They can just be normal people, you know?
Hispanics were like, no, this is my moment. It's always my moment.
Exactly.
This
Like
is never about the weather.
whereas we are just like passionate about the weather, you know?
This is why Edith's so wholesome.
Exactly. Exactly.
I love it. I love it. Well, I feel like give me a grateful bitch moment because we've already done it. We're already 45 minutes in. We'll edit this.
Yes.
Don't worry. But
we'll clip it. A grateful bitch moment. Well, I do
yeah.
feel like I have to say just being close to nature, like genuinely
Yeah.
just like smelling nature,
Oh,
hearing nature, seeing nature. It's just, and I'm seeing all this beauty. Like there's some trees here. I don't know what type of trees, but the leaves when it's windy and they like blow in the wind, they almost like sparkle. It looks like it's just like glitter. I don't know.
what?
But yeah, being so close to nature and just, you know, it's so beautiful and so
Taking it in.
peaceful. Yeah.
I just like the smell of dirt and rain. Like something
But
about
that's what I
it.
mean. Yeah,
Smells
that's
so
what I
good.
mean. Yeah, when I
It makes
say,
you feel alive.
it's raining and it smells and you can, like, smell nature, that's exactly,
Yes.
yeah, it's the wet dirt. That's
Yes,
just
like, I
smelling.
love the smell of wet dirt. Like, I don't know what it is.
Yes. And what about you, Nicole? What's your grateful bitch moment?
Besides being called Persian twice in a row, I think,
That is a
this
big
week
one. Mhm.
and somebody on Sunday told me that, like, I reminded them of Selma Hayek. Selma Hayek is a queen. I was, like, in, like, a double denim, I was wearing some boots, like, I looked kinda like, I don't know, like, very Colombian, and then I was, like, translating from one of the doctors. He was like, "Yeah, you're like, when you were translating, you were talking," she was like I was like, I felt like I was in front of, like, Selma Hayek or something, and I was like
You're like, "Thank you."
I was like, "You're real for that." I was like, "You're not my favorite doctor I've ever met." I was like so yeah, I've been loving it. I feel like my compliment game this week has been so high and people have been so nice to me that I just like it's made the rest of the stressful week just kind of dissolve. I'm like, you know what? Even on my worst, I'm still fucking incredible. Like, you know what? I'm still killing it.
Yes.
It's
I
still being held
love
together.
that.
You know? I
Yeah,
was like, I might be dying on the inside, but on the outside it looks amazing.
exactly. On the outside, I'm thriving.
I'm thriving. It was great. I gotta say, that's my grateful bitch moment is like because I just love a good genuine compliment, you know? I love giving them and
Yes.
I love receiving them. It's been
Mm.
fun. It's been fun.
Mhm.
And my coffee game has been on point. But I need a new mug. I
Ooh.
realized that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
I've
buy one
also
this
recently been
weekend.
like, I want to get a new mug. I want to get like a super, just like crazy weird mug. That's
You
what I
need
feel
a
like.
Norwegian mug.
Oh, as
Like you
well.
need
Oh, what would be
to
a
get
Norwegian mug?
you know what I'm saying? Like you need to get a mug from Norway.
Mhm.
Also, I have a huge favor. It's not even a favor. I'm just gonna tell you to get me something. Okay. Because I have an idea. Mm, wait. I'm sorry. I forgot. My friend got me a souvenir from Spain and it was a little compact mirror. Yeah, shout out Ray. We
Oh.
love Ray. And I was just like, I love with my friends because it's funny. This is like the second or third person who's traveled outside of the state or the country, and they've come back with like a souvenir of a compact mirror for me. And I'm just sitting
That's
here
so
like,
funny.
I just,
Just like,
I was
you all
like,
get me.
they know me so well. They know me so well. Like, I'm obsessed. And I'm thinking, I'm going to start a collection. I'm going to start a compact mirror collection. Like,
I love
I'm
that.
right? Like, just find the cutest, like, most fun little mirrors I can possibly find all over the world.
Mhm.
So your assignment is to get me one from Norway.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna see what I can find.
So, yeah. So there's a big, revelation I had this week.
Yeah, exactly. That's the big thing I found out this
I found my
week.
collectible thing. Yeah, it was great.
I love that though. I love that for you. Never
Yeah,
underestimate a
it's great.
compact mirror, I think.
No, but you know what, Ida? I was thinking, like, because I realized we're gonna publish this, like, second week of July, but technically we're
Mhm.
wrapping up the experiment because we're a delay. So I'm like, what are we doing the second half of the year? Like,
Yes. Oh my God. I also
how are we
yesterday there
feeling
was
about
another
it?
call. Yeah. And I've been seeing this all over, just like, oh, now we have officially, like, finished the first half of the year. And also yesterday there was another call with Gala Darling where we spoke about that with like,
I
okay, so
missed it.
what are we gonna do for the second half?
I missed it. I'm sad. So you have to catch me up.
So it's
But
it's
go ahead.
really just like been in the air that yeah, and I've just been like, oh man, like I don't even necessarily like know what I want to do. But I think this is coming back to a little bit what we spoke about last episode with the essence and the energy. I think I'm just very much still fixated on like, oh, I need a specific goal. Like I need to be like, oh, I am gonna achieve this thing or reach this thing or. So it's like a mindset shift kind of that needs to happen where I'm okay with it like being having fun, for example, or
Yeah.
where
Like a
it
more
doesn't.
open end. And maybe that's the idea is like, how do you make an open ended goal that drives not, and I don't know, maybe we can think of a different word for goal. Like, I don't know, but an open ended goal that kind of like gives you direction without boxing you in a
Yeah,
sense, and that
exactly.
you
Yeah.
can adapt in a
Yeah.
sense,
And
you
that
know?
still feels big enough in a way, because I think that's what I feel a bit with like example, having fun. It's just, it doesn't feel big enough. And I don't think that comes from any like limiting beliefs. I think that's genuinely just like, I just want it to feel like, oh my God, like this big thing.
This is huge. Like something that
Yeah, and
feels
maybe it's just the wording that I need to like find bigger, juicier words, or like I don't mean that the goal itself needs to be bigger necessarily. But yeah, so I was sitting there the whole call like, yeah, what do I actually want to do for the second half of the year? Like, I don't really know. And then she said one thing that I found very funny. That was like, well, maybe at this point you just need to do the opposite of what you have done. Like,
wow. Problem solved.
like, let's say you've been posting every day and it hasn't really worked. Maybe you should just stop posting for a little bit, So it was really
Yeah.
interesting. But I do feel like I'm
Felt
still
that.
very like focused on the how and when, like I'm getting
Yeah.
impatient. And that's just not very sexy to be impatient and frustrated,
No, no, that was me
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yes.
So impatient. But I
So,
felt it. Like I felt like I don't know. Well, I don't know about you though. But I'm like, I felt like this week, I don't know if it was like we can blame it on Mercury retrograde. I don't know. But like I just felt this huge like frustration and pressure this week that made me want to be
mhm.
like, I need to set a date. I need to do this. I need to blah, 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 blah. Which I don't know if that was the intention or the intention was just to get me to do like, to get us to do something about our dreams. Like just
Yeah.
put one foot forward,
Mhm.
I mean, that is a good question, like, I don't know.
Me
But
neither.
I
I'm
did.
thinking now, like, if we should take Gala's advice. I'm like, well, at this point, like, quote unquote,
Oh,
you've been procrastinating buying your ticket to Europe. Maybe you should just buy it.
right? Like, I'm like, maybe I should do the
You just do
exact
the opposite.
opposite and get a little fucking crazy and just set it.
Crazy,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Because like I feel like I've been setting a date for when I want to leave my job for stuff like this, and I'm like, I still. I don't know if I should say that on YouTube, but no one watches it, I don't think. Uh,
And this is the episode everything explodes.
this is the one that takes off. She got fired, and it was the best thing that ever happened to her. You know what? I'm
Yes.
open to it. So, I'm
You're like,
not even
universe,
mad.
whatever you want, just do it.
Which is actually like literally the transit I'm in. But I feel like, hold on, I want to sit crisscross applesauce. Give me a second. Okay. This is like my power pose. Like other people,
You're like, I'm
like,
giving a speech now.
yeah, I have to sit crisscross applesauce. But I do feel it's like, okay, all the opposite is like, if the opposite of what I've been doing is wait for the result, then take the action,
Mhm.
like, then maybe it's like take the action to get the result, which sounds really
Yes.
stupid, but in the sense of like,
No.
yeah, like you're saying, because I know what you're gonna say, but I'm just saying, like, waiting until I leave my job to buy the ticket instead of buying the ticket to then leave my
And
job.
leave your
You know
job.
what I'm saying?
Yes. Because
Like,
this is a thing. A girl yesterday on the call, she's selling some physical product. She's like, so I've been waiting on like people to buy it and then to order it and then to send it kind of way, Where she was just like, at some point I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm just going to buy inventory and then I have to sell. And then I was like, oh my God, that is genius to just like
yeah,
not even give yourself an option. And then I was sitting there, but how can this apply to like the podcast or these type of things? And I still don't
okay,
really know. Where I then was sitting like, yeah, how can that apply to like my situation? But it's so, in my opinion, so clever to do that, where you're like, you're just at some point you're not giving yourself a choice anymore. And like maybe that's not the first solution, but for
yeah,
her it had been like going so slow, la la la. And in this case too, where, and this is, I said it as a joke in the beginning. Now I'm like starting to lean towards like, no,
it's not a
like
joke.
this is the solution. I'm just like, it's been so long. Things are not going to change. But that sounds very, I can't say that because things are
No,
going to
but it
change. But
does feel
it's
that
just,
way.
if one keeps on doing the same, it's not going to change in a way,
No,
So like maybe that's just the radical thing that needs to happen. That is just
right?
like, I'll
Like
buy the ticket,
maybe
I'm going, and I don't care. Like it's going to be
take the
fixed
risk
one way or
first,
another.
you
Yeah.
know? And
Yeah.
I do agree with that though. That is true. Like, and because when you're, and maybe this is the universe like colliding, but somebody sent me a video of a baker who couldn't open her shop Like, she'd been wanting to open a shop for a long time. So
Mhm.
then she turned her kitchen and her living room into what she would decorate her bakery as. So she put up the signs, like, she
Mhm.
put everything up. She made a whole ass spread, like, tons of stuff. She, like, hosted her own baking event in her apartment, and
I
it was
love
crazy.
that.
Yeah, like, she
Yeah.
made her own bakery for a day, and I was like, "That is
Mhm.
such a good idea." But essentially, like you said, like, why wait for the shop to make the event? Like, just have the event and eventually the shop will come, and I do feel
Yeah.
that way, and I feel like that is the exact opposite of maybe what I've been doing for years. Like, I'm not even talking like this might be a pattern of mine.
Exactly, like, this might be my whole adult life.
This might be yeah, this might be
No,
everything.
and I also just feel like I lost my train of thought. Um Oh yeah, that I just feel like we're always
She's back on.
waiting for like the transition to be smooth. Like we're always just waiting for the
Yeah.
transition to be like, oh yeah, like I'll start taking on a couple of clients, then I can take away some hours at work, then I take on
Yeah.
some more clients. I'll take no, like it's not gonna happen
Oh,
like that. One way or another, at some point you need to like make a risk. It's just obviously now when it's kind of, let's say, not so much is happening, then
it's
it's a
scary.
bigger risk in a way, or
Yeah.
it's scarier. Yeah. So it's like, but one day that risk needs to be taken, you know? And
At
then
some
I just
point,
feel
yeah.
like the transition is not going to be smooth anyways. And it's just kind of like,
And you love
yeah.
how reassuring Ida is. It's really it's very heartwarming. She's like, "Your life
Exactly.
is gonna blow up anyway. Why not just
Anyways,
put the
anyways,
dynamite on it and just
just do it
boom?"
already. Exactly. I'm also just feeling like it feels really to be like now that there's zero, like that sounds because there's so much energy. There's things moving, but like physical things, not so much yet, you know, but we're working on it.
Yeah, yeah, we're working on it. And you know what? You will be proud of me because I did last night I stayed up too late. I stayed up till like 1:30 in the morning, which I never do. Like 10:30, I'm dead. I'm so
Yeah.
dead.
Oh, and I love that.
But I was just sitting there and I had that exact same feeling. I was like, what the fuck am I waiting for? And I was like, I was like, I want to take this idea from rewriting our rules of reality because I feel like I did get what I wanted from that, but I needed to tailor it more into what I wanted, you know? And I was like, when it comes to like my finances and value and like what I want to get value back from, right? Like my skill that comes naturally to me. Because that's another thing
Mm-hmm.
too, is like, um, with my human design profile, like it's kind of like I shouldn't try hard. If I try hard, it looks tacky. And I
Mm.
was like, well, the only thing that's ever really come naturally to me is aesthetics and like putting things together. I was like, that is the one thing I've done since I was a kid. Like I've talked about that a million times.
Mm.
And so then I made a new rule of reality in which I get paid to get dressed. And
Love
that's it.
it.
Isn't that
Yes.
nice?
Oh,
Isn't
that's
that
so
nice?
fitting for you. Yes.
Right. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
the second half of the year, the rule that I would like or what I would like to test is that I want to get paid to get dressed because I feel like getting paid for, I was being very specific, like, oh, well, I want to style, I want to do this, I want to do that. But I was like, but the overall umbrella is I get paid to get dressed. And that feels open ended enough to
Mm-hmm.
where like I don't feel like I have to be doing a very specific thing forever. I can adapt. I can take that statement and apply it to a million different things without being
Yeah.
trapped by it. And I think
Yeah.
that's really the secret.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there could be several sides to it where like I'm getting paid just by getting dressed could literally mean like all you do is get up and you get dressed and you start making money. Or it could
Yeah.
be you make content out of getting dressed. Or it could be, like there's
Yeah.
so many
Or I help,
ways you
I
can
inspire other
interpret this.
people and help them get dressed. Or I
Yeah,
make a piece of clothing that helps myself get dressed. Like there's so many
exactly.
things. Like I feel like it
I love
encompasses
that.
everything that I want. I know. Thank you, Claude.
Yes.
Thank you
Yeah.
for helping
Thank you,
me organize
Claude.
my my tidal wave of thoughts last night. Like I always
Yes.
come into Claude spiraling and then I'm like, like lift it out.
And then you lift it out. Yeah. I have a pending conversation with Claude, actually, that I need to talk to
I
him
need to
about.
get back to I think it's
Because it
funny.
was
Oh, go ahead.
It sounds like this call yesterday was like life changing for me, but in a way it was. I like wrote something about. It's just funny to me because in the last call, which was a month ago, I was like, I want to start dance classes, and then in
Yeah.
between these calls, I've started dance classes, and it's been so much fun, and I've been loving it to the extent where like every video I have in my draft on Instagram, like saved to post later, is dance related, like one way or another. And then I'm just like, man, like people are gonna think I'm like becoming this dance influencer, or like dance content creator because I'm just
I'm
like,
not
but
against it.
no, right?
I'm
But this
not.
is also just how I want things to feel. That it's just so natural that I just do something that lights me up, and then I just naturally create something for it. But then
Wow. It's
I
like your
wrote that as
generator.
a exactly. I'm suddenly a generator. No, but it's right. That is so true.
Yeah.
And then,
No,
so I
it's
wrote
true.
that comment, and then I meant it just as a joke that like people were thinking I was gonna be like a dance content creator. And then Gala said like, well, like I think we take Instagram so serious, and like we shouldn't put ourselves in a box, and that kind of went on that rant. But then she said, for me, it's like your Instagram is just your portfolio. Like it's a portfolio of who you are. Like people
Mm.
should go into your Instagram and see like what lights you up, what pisses you off, like what inspires you, like what does your
Man,
day
I gotta
look
listen to
like,
this
etc.,
call.
etc. Right? And then this is my pending conversation with Claude. I want to change it from like, oh, this is an Instagram that's gonna show how I sprinkle fun in my life. Well, that's part of it because that's a big part of my life.
Yeah.
But there's also so much more.
There's other sides of Ida.
Yeah.
I actually love that, and I feel
Mm-hmm.
like coming from design school and just like, yeah, like I get portfolio's. Like portfolios
Yeah,
make sense to me.
when
Like
she said it, I was
yes.
like, "This is
And for
Nicole's language."
marketing too, I'm
Genuinely, I
assuming.
was thinking
Yeah, but I
as
was
well,
like
yeah. But I was
I
just
was
like,
like,
"This is
that I
Nicole's
can get
language."
behind.
Yes. Like, Nicole would say the same. Like,
Oh,
sounds
this
familiar
I've
to me.
got. My Instagram is gonna blow up the second half of the year. That is the only thing. And this
Yes.
is what I like too, was like because blow up can mean 5,000 people, it can mean 25,000 people. Like it's just gonna blow up. And that's gonna be
Mhm.
my mindset because I think like sticking to a number, I just get it's like, ugh, I just start thinking about it too much. I overanalyze
Yeah.
and I'm just like, no, I don't want to do that. And something that I loved that my Claude pointed out was like really like you're designed and I have to look at your profile, but generators in general, the energy, I'm sorry guys, we always talk about generators, but if you ever want to know about your human design type, you could just DM me.
Yeah, exactly. Because
I
essentially,
would
it's like we're
love to
talking
help.
about us and our progresses and processes. So,
Yeah.
like, we are generators. So, like, But yeah, if you
Yeah.
ever want to know something more, talk to Nicole behind the
Comment
scenes.
below. We'll answer. Because everyone works a little differently, but like generators in particular are meant to be more magnetic. So like people are supposed to be drawn to you when you're doing something that lights you up. Like that is the
Hmm.
baseline energy that we have. And it's really funny because I've been this whole time, I'm like, no, it's not working. Like, it's not growing. Like, no one's paying attention to me. And then, like, last night, in this like epiphany that I had while I was like typing stuff out of Claude, because girl, I edited like my whole closet. Like, I have a whole like color scheme and stuff, like mantras, like all these things
Love
that I'm
it.
getting ready for the second half of the year. So anyway, like I was saying, I was like, but I'm not magnetic, blah, blah, blah. And then I just feel like the universe like opened up my eyes. Like, do you ever have a moment where it brings you like it's like take a step back and I
Hmm.
want you to just like observe what's been going on in your life and
Yeah.
I want you to see the evidence, right? And I just got like these little pictures of, oh, you know what? That's true. Like I do work at the front desk of my job, but like all of my coworkers, they always come up to the front desk to talk to me. Like they always come up to ask me questions, whether I pull them a tarot card or an oracle card, or they want to borrow my lip gloss or my
Hmm.
perfume or my whatever, right? Like everybody comes to me. And then even yesterday, I had patients stopping in to talk to me that like didn't even have an appointment. Like they all came to me because they just wanted to
Mm.
talk. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Or like even when I go to the grocery store and people come up to me, like everyone is always coming up to me. And I'm not saying it's because like I'm hot shit, but that's my energy. Like that's what I'm meant
It's
to
part
be.
of it. It's part of it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I mean, it is. But like that's generator magnetism. Like that is the
Yeah.
point. And I didn't have to do anything. Like I was just walking around. Like I'm just like doing my thing and people come up to me and like,
Mhm.
and that's at a dental office. That's not even actually doing what I genuinely enjoy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The
Yeah.
evidence is there. And
Mm.
maybe that's like something I'm realizing this week with all because I was telling you, Ida, like how frustrated I felt this week because you're in Norway. Our other friend Jonica, if you guys remember our guest Jonica, amazing. We love you, Jonica.
Yes, love you.
Shout out. She's traveling in Europe, and I was just sitting here like low key feeling sorry for myself. So I was just like, I want to be in Europe with my best friends. I'm so sad. Screaming in my car. And then, like, it's like, this sucks. But it was a matter of like, the universe was like, I get it. But until you start seeing, like, the evidence around you and you start building on that evidence, like, you're not gonna go anywhere. Like, like, see
Mm.
how what you want is unfolding, even if it's, like, not in the exact picture that you want, you know?
Yeah.
And I think I've talked about this before where, like, Ali Nympho has said that before with, like, evidence. Like, if you wanna be a reader and you're like, "Oh, well, I never read books." If you read a stop sign that day, be like, "Oh, but I read that stop sign, I'm a reader." You know? Like, I can
Yeah, yeah,
read.
yeah, yeah. But it's true. I've seen this somewhere else too. Just like how can you implement like that thing, that action you want to do? Like how can you implement that in your day? Just like as the most natural, like you're saying, like reading a stop sign, reading some instructions, like reading the
Yeah.
opening hours of the shop, like whatever, no?
Yep.
And or like if you want to be a writer, like I don't know, writing your grocery list. Like there's so many
Oh,
things that doesn't have to
writing
be
a
like
grocery list.
journaling, you know?
True, and speaking of which, Ida, actually, I forgot to tell, I wrote my first Substack email this week,
I'm
and it's
so proud of you.
1:11
I'm
on our recording,
so
and I just feel like no. I know.
it is
I
meant to
know.
be.
It's meant
I'm
to
so
be. I'm
excited. I
very
just like you're
excited.
meant to be on
Nub
Substack.
Dab. I know, it's a
Substack.
weird name. When I heard Substack, I was like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah. Like and it took me a long time even when I tried to figure out what it was. I was like, I
I
still don't really get
know.
it. I don't know if I am still getting it, you know? I'm
I
just
don't
like,
get it.
mm.
I genuinely I still don't get it. But
Mhm.
I told myself, I was like, "I don't care, like, this is the week." I just started writing, and I just posted something, and I posted the exact thing that I wanted to write about, and, like, that was it. I was done. I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, okay, I'm a Substacker now, like, I'm a writer." Like, I have the like,
Yes.
it's done. It's already
Yeah.
done. It's already done, and I just
I
had to
love
post one
it.
thing. You know?
Exactly. Now that's your identity. Like now that is part of you. Like genuinely.
It is, guys, and
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
We'll see what comes out of me next week, but it was just really fun. I was like, yeah, because I thought about it. I was like, "Oh, well, I wanna have a Substack." I have, like, I get paid to get dressed. I'm gonna do, like, an experiment with that. And I was like, and I
Mhm.
wanna record it, and I wanna write about it, and I wanna have, like maybe I'll do a Patreon and just, like, do something like that with it. And then with, like, Bitch Be Grateful, I was like, I don't know, I wanna have, like, live in-person sessions with
Mhm.
Ida.
Exactly.
Like,
Ugh.
let's get on it. Let's just get
Yeah.
on it. That's how I
Exactly.
feel.
Just
Second half of the year, guys, get
yes.
on it.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, just book that stupid ticket already.
Okay. Low key though. Okay, maybe like the goal by the end of the July is to just book the damn ticket.
I
Oh my
think
god, my heart
so.
is already like running
I
so fast.
also,
Like
yeah, I
I'm
know.
sweating. I'm just like, hold on. I need to air myself out.
Yeah, just like, oh, I suddenly have to go to the toilet. Pause. Pause.
Oh, but yeah, that'd be amazing. Can you imagine? Oh, should we make it an
I
intention?
know. You know, the worst thing is that I can imagine.
I can't. I know.
Like, I
It's
can.
like that's maybe the scariest part of when you start like really activating what you desire is
Mhm.
like sitting there and being like, "Oh, I actually can like imagine me doing this. I can imagine this
Yeah, like I
happening."
can
And then
see
like your
myself doing
pulse
that.
like
Yeah,
quickens and you're just like, "Oh my god, this is even scarier." Like this is like scarier
but
than
it's
thinking it
so
can't happen.
true. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I think I have recently been having that feeling, especially with social media, where it's been making me stressed. And then it is
Oh,
exactly that there's just like part of me who's like, oh, like it can actually happen. Like I can see myself, like I can see now how it fits into my life, and that is freaking scary.
it's
You
because your
know?
social media is popping off. It be popping off, Ida.
It'd be popping off.
It be popping off, babe. But
Sometimes I'm
I
just
just
imagining if I would speak like you speak, that would be funny. Like, can you
I
just
speak
imagine?
like that American girl.
Yeah, it'd be popping off.
It be I know. I just
I
I feel
know.
like when I do go to Europe, because I think you sent me a voice message this week where you're like, I know I could go see you, but I just imagine like our first meeting has to be in Europe. And I was like, 1000%. Like, we're not
Mhm.
our first meeting is not in the US. I don't know why. It's not sexy enough. Like, it has to be in Europe.
Yeah. I also just feel like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I
It's
can't even
just
explain.
I can't either. And two, I'm
No.
fulfilling my own like cheetah girl dream. I'm fulfilling my like
Yes.
failed scholarship. Not failed. Like, I never it was just COVID. I never got to go to Italy and I really
Mhm.
wanted to. And I just feel like this is how I'm gonna make up for it. But I
Yeah.
just imagine you like touring me through Europe and I'm just gonna be like
I
I feel a little bit Emily in
know.
Paris where I'm gonna maybe be a little
Yes.
embarrassing and
It's
humiliate
gonna be like
myself.
Emily Paris meets Cheetah Girls. That's what I feel. It's just like that's where we're gonna be. And I just feel like
Oh,
Nicole
sweet.
needs an adventure. I'm just like,
Oh
that's
my
also
God.
why we need to meet in Europe. It's like
Nicole,
Nicole needs an
yes.
adventure.
I need an adventure. Like, I need to
Yeah.
go buck wild. Like, I'm talking
Uh-huh.
about like no inhibitions, no holding back. I'm just gonna flow. Like, I need no plans. Like, I just want it to be chaos. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
craving chaos. Like,
Yes.
blow it up, baby. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I want it.
Exactly.
I want it. I
Me
can't wait.
too.
I cannot
Oh,
wait. I'm so excited. So grateful bitches. Let's just mark this as the episode where I am committed to buying that plane ticket for the end of the
yes.
year.
Oh my God. It is 3rd of July. Here it's,
It is
well,
the
we can say
3rd of
5
July.
p.m. 3rd
5
of
PM.
July.
And it's the day. It's the day me and Ida decided we're gonna meet this year, and it's gonna be amazing.
Exactly.
It'll
You
be
will see in
amazing.
2 months, which will be 3rd of September, Nicole is either in Europe already or she's on her way.
I just want to travel the rest of the year. Like, that is my intention. Like, I think maybe
Yes.
that's it. I just want to have an adventure for the rest of the year and just
Mm-hmm.
enjoy it and have a damn good time and like see what
Yeah.
happens. Just let it all fall apart. That's motto for
Exactly. Oh, but I
2026.
love that for you though. It's like, it's like the Tower card, Scorpio energy, all of these things.
I do feel like I got an astrology notification saying that like my Vesta or whatever my asteroid is in Scorpion and like my Scorpio, like I'm meant to embrace that energy. And I was just like, for like
Um,
true fulfillment. And I was like, that is true. I think I need a little bit
it's
like
all
dark feminine.
aligning.
I
Yeah,
know.
I also feel
I'm
like that.
excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. Grateful bitches, stay tuned because it is
Yes. Things are
is all gonna
happening.
unravel in front of you.
Things are cooking. Things are, happening.
Hmm.
And I'm really,
I think
now the
like,
sun came out too, so I don't know
oh,
what more
okay.
sign you need.
It's done.
The weather was like, it was really tough there at some point, but now you're at you see the light of the tunnel.
Now I see the light. I see the light, guys. 2026, end of the year, I see the light and I'm so excited.
Yes.
And it's going
I'm
to be
also so
amazing.
excited.
Oh, we're going to have such a good time.
I know.
And if you want to come hang out with us, grateful bitches, or anybody who's made it to the end of this episode, Instagram at bitch.begrateful. Me and Ida, we would love to see you there. We are really going to make
Yes.
it as fun as possible for the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And also comment. I feel like I want you guys to comment below if what are you doing? Like, what are you doing for the end of the year? Like, what is your
What are you doing?
intention for the end of 2026? Like, what is that goal that you put off for 6
Yes.
months that you're like, no, bitch, like now's the time. Now.
Yeah.
I want you to
I
comment
love
below.
your
Me and Ida.
end of the episode questions. You're really good at
Yeah.
it.
It just comes to me. I don't know.
It comes naturally. But yeah, let us know. We would love to hear. And as always, like and subscribe. It really means a lot to us. And it's so simple. Just click, and
Yeah.
you've done it.
Use your beautiful manicured nails and just
Exactly. Oh, by the way, I took off my manicure the other day and I've been like, who am I? Like, this
I
is
just
just,
not
I
no.
look at my fingers, I'm like, no.
I haven't like ever since I got my nails done, I'm like, this is gonna be an addiction because I am tapping
Yes,
on everything. Like I love
me
just I'm like, let me tap on
too.
this, let me tap on that. And I'm
Yes.
just like, I'm pointing, pointing, pointing. Like I
Yes,
just
talking like this in people's face. Like, you know, I'm cursed with
uh,
weak nails, so I need to give them a break unless they like fall
cursed
off
with
at some
weak.
point.
I have weak nails.
So I have weak nails, okay? So it had to be done, but that's okay. I love you guys anyways.
Weak
That's
nails.
me. Mhm.
That's Ida's only weakness.
Exactly, exactly. And it's really tough, you guys. I don't know how to live with this.
Oh my God. We have to get out of here, ladies, before the bed
Exactly.
gets too big.
Run, 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 run.
But until next time, remember,
To be
be
grateful,
grateful, bitch.
bitch. Bye.
Bye.